Hello there, math enthusiasts. Today we are tackling the 2023 November paper 1 mathematics, right? So get ready for some mind-bending equations and exciting solutions. Okay, so today, guys, what you are doing is that you are focusing on question 2, right? And these questions, you know that these are arithmetic and geometric type of questions, right? So the first question says determine the value of what of T91, right? So basically it says 2.1.1, right? So basically, for you to be able to complete this question, guys, for you to be able to complete this question, all you need to do is to be able to understand the Tn, or maybe the equation of this arithmetic series, right? So the Tn equation of this arithmetic series. So basically, how you go about that is that you know that your value of a is what? Your value of a is what? It's equals to what? It's equals to 7, right? And then now the value of a, which is what is the first term, is equals to what? Is equals to 7, right? So now all you have to do now is to what? Is to look for the what? Is to look for the difference, right? Is to look for the difference, because you're already given the what? You're already given the what? The terms here. The terms already given the terms. So now how you're gonna look for the difference is gonna say that term 2 minus term 1, right? And you're gonna get the what? You're gonna get the first difference. So it's gonna be what? 12 minus what? Minus 7, which is equals to what? Which is equals to, let's check our calculator. So it's gonna be 12 minus what? Minus 7, which is supposed to be 5. So it's 5, right? So our first difference is what? It's 5. Right. So now all you're gonna do is to find the what? Is to find the Tn value, right? You know the Tn value, the Tn equation is what? It says a plus what? Plus n minus 1 multiplied by what? Multiplied by d, right? So we already know our first term is what? It's 7 plus what? N minus 1, and then you know what? Our first difference is 5, right? So it's gonna be what? It's gonna be 5n, because it's what? It will be 5 times n, and then what? 5 times what? 5 times 1, right? So it's gonna be 5n plus 7 so it's gonna be what? It's gonna be 5n plus 7 minus 5, right? Which is equals to 5n plus what? Plus 2. Right, so plus 2, guys, right? Note that the question says you need to find the what? We need to find the Tn term. We need to find the T91 term, right? So now, and this is what this is what 3 marks. So all you do here is says, okay, T91 is gonna be equals to 591 plus 2. So it's gonna be 5 multiplied by 91 and then plus 2, right? So let's get back to our calculator. So it's gonna be 5 times 91, which is equals to that, plus 2, which is 457, which is equals to 457. So our T91 value is what? Is 400 and what? It's 457, right? So let's do the second question. So this says the second question says 2.2.2, 2.1.2, 2.1.2. It says that you need to find the sum of the first 91 terms, right? The sum of the first what? 91 terms, right? So we know that the equation says Sn is equals to what? Is equals to n over 2, right? Multiplied by what? Multiplied by 2a, and then plus what? Plus n minus 1, multiplied by what? Multiplied by d, right? So now we're gonna say S91 is gonna equals to what? It's gonna equals to 91, which is the n over what? Over 2, all multiplied by 2. We know our value of a is what? It's 7, because we already have our first term. Alright, and then our n is gonna be what? It's gonna be 91 minus 1, and then with d, we already know that d is 5. Right, so our answer is what? So it's gonna be 91 over 2, then it's gonna be 14, and then 91 minus 1, it's gonna be 90, and 90 times 5 is gonna be 450. Let me just double check. Yes, so 90 times 5 is 450. So this is gonna be 14 plus 450, which is gonna be equals to 91 over 2, and then 450 plus 14, which is gonna be 464. 464. Then 464 multiplied by that is gonna be equals to what? 21,112. Let's double check that. So yeah guys, please, if you have a question, you can just comment down below. Yeah, it's gonna be what now? It's gonna be 91 over 2 multiplied by what? Multiplied by 464 to 21,112 basically. Alright, so yeah guys, so this is how it is. Let's do our third question. Let's do our third question. Our third question says calculate the value of n. Our third says calculate the value of n for which Tn is equals to 517. Calculate the value of n for which Tn is equals to 517. Right. So we already know that Tn is what? We already know it's 2.1.3. We already know that Tn is equals to what? It's equals to 517. Right. So now it says you should calculate the value of what? Calculate the value of n. Right. We already know what's our equation. Our Tn equation says what? It says 5n plus 2. Right. So now given that Tn is equal to 5n plus 2, what you do? You substitute that 517 to Tn, right, to be Tn. So it's going to be 517 is equals to 5n plus 2. Right. Why does Tn you put 517? Because it's a value that you already have. It's a value that you already given. Right. So now what you do is to solve the equation, right? So it's gonna be what? 517 minus 2 is equals to 5n plus 2 minus 2. Right. So you're trying to get rid of what? You're trying to get rid of this 2, of this constant, right? So what you do is that what you do in the left is what you do in the right. Right. So this is 2 here, jump the equal sign, right? So now what you do guys is that you're gonna be left with what? You're gonna be left with 515, right? You're gonna be left with 515 is equals to 5n divided by 5 because you're looking for the what? You're looking for the value of n. You're looking for the value of n, right? So it's gonna be n is equals to what? N is gonna be equals to 103, right? So let's verify that guys, let's verify that. So it's gonna be what? 515 divided by what? By 5. So it's 103 guys. Then our answer is correct. Yeah, ne? So we did our 2.3, and then let's do what? Let's do our 2.2. All right. So guys, now we're gonna do question 2.2.1, right? So 2.2.1 says the following information is given about a quadratic number pattern, right? So it's a quadratic number pattern, right? And it says that the first term is what? Is 3, right? And then it says the second term minus the first term is equals to what? 9. And then the third term minus the second term is equals to 21, right? Then the first question says 2.2.1 says show that term 5 is equals to 111, right? So all you do is this, guys. All you do is this. So basically you can solve this question doing 2 ways, either the long way or the hard way, right? So it says that the first term is equals to what? Is equals to 3, right? And it says that term 2 minus term 1 is equals to what? Is equals to 9, right? And then it says term 3 minus term 2 is equals to what? 21, right? It's equals to what? 21. So basically all you do here is that the first thing to do is to number down the what? You can actually do this in 2 ways, right? You can do it in a what? In a very long format where you do what? You calculate or you look for Tn of this series, right? You look for the Tn of this number pattern. So it's gonna be what? It's gonna be an squared plus bn plus c, right? So this is the what? This is the quadratic formula basically, right? So but now we're gonna use the what? You're gonna use the simple logical way to solve this question. Right, so basically you have what? You have your first term, which is 3, right? And then you're told that second term, and then you're told that which is and then you're told that second term minus first term is equals to what? It's equals to 9, right? So meaning that the second term is 9 units bigger than the first term, right? So you're just gonna say plus here plus 9, which is equals to what? Which is equals to 12. So this is equals to 12, guys. And then you are told that again that the difference between the third term and the second term is 21, right? So for you to get the actual term, third term is gonna say this second term plus what? Plus 21, right? Which is gonna be what? Which is gonna be 33, right? So we are using your 2 units lower than you are 2 units lower to achieving our goal, right? So now let's just write all the differences down. It's gonna be 9, 21, right? And then dash dash dash, right? We know that that the second difference in the quadratic pattern is what? It's a constant difference, right? So term 21 minus 9 is equals to what? It's equals to 12, right? So the second difference in quadratic number pattern is the constant difference, right? We know that. So as far as you get the second what? You get the second term, you're just gonna say plus 12 here in this 21. So it will make it what? It will make it 33, right? And you say this 33 plus 12, which will make it what? It will make it 45, right? So basically this is what? This is first difference. So this is first difference. So basically this is what? This is first difference. And then this is what? This is second difference. This is second difference, right? So now all you're gonna do is to what? All you're gonna do is to say now you and that you have what? You have 2 more terms, right? All you need to do is to what? Is to add on that 33 there, right? Say 33 plus 33 now to get our what? To get our fourth term. 33, you say plus 33. So this actual term plus what? The first difference, which is 33 in this case. So the answer is gonna be what? It's gonna be 66, right? And then you're gonna say plus what? Plus 45. Plus 45. Because this is 45, right? This is term 6. This 45 here, it's term 6 minus what? Minus term 5. right? So this is gonna be 45 plus 66, which is 111. All right, so this is the easier way of doing it. First getting what? First getting what? First getting the first difference altogether, and then after getting the first difference, then calculate your second difference, guys. Right? And then you're gonna say, just gonna add on those numbers, then you're gonna get your what? Your fifth term. It's easy, right? So now we're gonna do our what? Our second question, our 2.2, 2.2.2. All right. So let's do 2.2.2. Right. So what does 2.2 require of us? It says show that the general term of the quadratic pattern is Tn is equals to what? Tn is equals to, it's equals to 6n squared plus what? Plus minus 9n plus 6, which is 6n squared minus 9n plus 6. Right. So for us to get this, how should we go about it? Right. So we already got our what? We already got our common difference as what? We already got our common difference as what? Our third difference is what? As 12. Right. So we know that there's a formula that says 2a is equals to what? Our second common difference. Right. Our second common difference. Right. So for you to find a, you have to do what? You have to divide by 2. Right. For you to find the a of this what? For you to find the a of the quadratic pattern, this a, right, all you do is gonna say 2a is equals to what? Is equals to 12. Then it's gonna be what? It's gonna be a is equals to 6. Right. So now our equation is gonna be what? It's gonna be Tn is gonna be equals to 6n squared plus bn plus c. Right. So now we have what? We have one equation. We have what? We have one equation, right? So also we know that for the first term, which is our first term t1, which is equals to 3, right? So let's substitute, because now we already have what? We already have our first equation. So it says now 3 is equals to what? Which is, this is the first term, né? It's gonna be 6 1 squared plus b 1 plus c. Right, because we already got our equations, right? So it's gonna be 3 is equals to 6 plus b plus c, and therefore it's gonna be what? And therefore it's gonna be what? It's gonna be c. We have to solve for c now. So it's gonna be c is equals to what? It's gonna be 3. C is equals to what? 3 minus 6. So c is equals to what? C is equals to minus 3. Alright. Plus what? Plus b. Plus b, guys. Plus b. So c is equals to what? Plus. It's gonna be minus b, because it took b over the equal sign. It's gonna be minus b. Minus b. It's minus 3 minus b, right? So already got most of our second answer, that what we got, that our t2 is equals to what? Is equals to 12. It's equals to what? It's equals to 12, right? So now all you're gonna say is 12 is equals to 6, our second term, squared, and then plus what? Plus b2 plus c. Right. So it's gonna be 12 is equals to what? Is equals to 6 times 4 plus 2b plus what? Plus c. Right. So 6 times 4, it's what? It's 24. So it's gonna be 12 is equals to 24 plus 2b plus c, right? So also in this case, you're gonna make what? You're gonna make c the subject of the formula, guys. You're gonna make c the subject of the formula, right? So now our answer is gonna be equals to what? It's gonna be 12 minus 24 minus 2b is equals to c. 12 minus 24 is going to be minus 12 minus 2b is equals to c, right? So basically we have how many? We have two equations. Right? So if you have two equations with two unknowns, what do? Simultaneous equation, simple. So c is equals to c, so it's going to be minus 12 minus 2b is equals to what? Minus 3 minus b. Alright, so we take this b over that equal sign, is going to be minus 12 plus 3 is equals to minus b plus 2b. Alright, so that means that b is equals to what? B is going to be equals to minus 9. Alright, so if b is equals to 9, let's look for c. Then c is going to be equals to what? C is going to be equals to minus 12 minus 2 minus 9. Right, so it's going to be minus 12, then it's going to be this going to be plus 18. Minus 2 times minus 9 is going to be minus plus 18, and then it's going to be minus 12 plus 18, it's going to be plus 6. Right, so it's going to be plus 6. Let's look at our equation. Here's the plus 6 is. So we've actually solved our equation. Then you can say therefore Tn is equals to what? Is equals to 6n squared minus 9n plus 6. Right, we've actually proved this because we looked for what? We looked for the coefficients of the n, and also we look for a, we look for b, and we look for c. Right, so let's go to our last question. I believe the last question says, show that the pattern is increasing for all n is an element of natural numbers. Right, so for us to show that this is increasing, this is 2.1, this is 2.2.3. It's what? It's 2.2.3. Says now we need to show what? This is increasing for all n is equals to what? N is an element of real numbers. Right, so now for us to stipulate that, all you have to do is what? It is to find what? It is to draw the graph, because basically if you look at this is a parabolic graph. This is a parabola, guys. Right, so now all I can advise for you to do in this step is to what? Is to first differentiate. There's a t prime of n, it's going to be what? It's going to be, say, 2 times 6 is going to be 12n minus what? Minus 9. Right, so minus 9, after say minus 9, and then what you do, let this equals to 0. So t prime of n is equals to 0. Then it's going to be 12 minus 9, 12n. So it's going to be 12n minus 9 is equals to 0. So it's 12n is equals to 9. Divide by 12, divide by 12. So n is going to be equals to, this is what? This is 3 on 3. It's going to be 3. It's going to be 4. So this is going to be what? This is going to be 3 over 4. Right. And then you see this 3 over 4, substitute there to the original equation. And then it's going to be what? So if you substitute this, n is equals n 3 over 4 is going to be equal to what? Is going to be equals to t 3 over 4 is going to be 6 3 over 4 squared minus 9 3 over 4 plus 6. Right, so your answer would be what? 2,625. 2,625. Right, can double check in your calculator, guys. Can double check in your calculator. Right, so now to show that this is going to be positive for all values of natural numbers where n is concerned. Right, this equates to what? To a parabola that is like this, because it's a smiling parabola, right? So this is a y-intercept. This is 6, and these two values are what? These two values are what? 0,75, 0,75, and then what? And 2,625, 2,625. Right. Let me write this neatly. So yeah, guys, let me just write this neatly. So this would be what? This would be 0,75, 75, and what? 2, maybe 2,625, 625. Okay, and this is what? This is 0,75. Right. So yeah, guys, you've reached the end of the lesson. Thank you very much for watching, and also you can share the videos to your friend, and also tell your friends who are doing maths, who are struggling with maths, that there's a new guy in the block that is there to assist you guys. Right, I do also render lessons in isiXhosa and also in English. Right, most prominently I use isiXhosa because I'm from a Xhosa situated neighborhood. So yeah, I have more people in that speak Xhosa that needs their assistance, but as to accommodate everyone, guys, I also speak English. You understand? So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and also please subscribe, guys, to watch our channel grow and to see us succeed so that we can help as many students as possible. Have a great one.